Can you sell your house for sale by owner to save the commission? Yes, you can. But I'm going to tell you what you need to know. I'm Maureen Mahood, broker owner, Sell Your Home Charlotte here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. And I've worked with a couple for sale by owners after they have had their house on the market for a little while and they just got frustrated and it got too confusing and whatever. So for sale by owner is absolutely legal here in North Carolina. You can sell your own house and you don't have to have a real estate license. You just can't sell somebody else's house without a real estate license. But the data shows that for sale by owners get between 10 and 15% less than the same home would have if it was listed with a realtor. And most buyers are going to bring a buyer's agent, and that buyer's agent is going to be expected to be paid somewhere between 2 to 3%. So unless you're going to lower your price of your house so the buyer's agent can pay their realtor directly, you're going to have to pay that too. So you're really only saving on the list side. So the reason why homes sell 10 to 15% lower is you're not getting marketing in the MLS. So realtors have access to the multiple listing service, as well as they send your house out to hundreds of other lower end websites. So Zillow is the big one. And I don't know, I made a video a few weeks ago about I put my house for sale by owner in Zillow to do a test a couple years ago. And the only calls I got on it were from investors and realtors. That's it. The investors wanted to offer me $50,000 to $75,000 lower than what I was listing the house for, and the realtors wanted to list my house. A lot of for sale by owner people don't understand that they still have to do their property disclosures, residential property disclosure, mineral rights, and lead-based paint if the house was built prior to 1978. So you're going to need to find those on the internet, and you're going to need to fill those out because they need to go to the buyer. It's North Carolina law. And you're going to have to figure out what is going to go on with what are you going to accept with due diligence, earnest money, closing. You're going to have to make sure that the person who comes, their pre-approval is a good pre-approval. So you're going to call their lender just to make sure, and absolutely do not accept anything without seeing a pre-approval or proof of funds, because there's a lot of scams out there. So I don't want you to get involved in any scams. And when it comes to negotiating your repairs, you know, every house, even new construction, needs repairs done after they do, you know, their inspection. And if you're not used to negotiating, the buyer can walk for any reason or no reason. So if you get under contract and you say, I'm selling as is, I'm not doing any repairs, the buyer could say, thank you very much, see you later. And now you're back to square one. So what typically happens with for sale by owners is their houses just languish out on Zillow, because that's really the only place that they market them. And the days on market, click, click, click. Now, if they usually end up going with a realtor, something like 60% of them, and then the other ones, like maybe 2 to 10% close, and then the other ones, you know, just pull their house off the market. So it really just depends. Like if you're really serious about selling your house, you know, this is usually not the way to get it done. Now, I know a lot of people are going to come at me and say, you just want listings. Well, yeah, that's true. This is how I make my living. However, I've also seen this, and you can do your own research. So, you know, have you ever sold a house by yourself? And if you did you get the money you wanted for it? And how long ago was it? Because if it was 50 years ago, I don't want to hear from you. This market is completely different than even 5 years ago. I'm Maureen Mahood, broker owner, Sell Your Home Charlotte here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. What do you think? Would you try selling your house to save a little bit of money? Or not? By yourself? Let us know in the comments.